When it comes to comedy, I've always been all or nothing. That's one of the things that drew me to South Park in the first place. I love animation of all kinds and comedy. Smash them together, produce something like South Park, and you've got me hooked for sure. I've played a few of the other games, there's like 2 or 3 of them. Awesome, had a good time with them. Snow Day.
Are you gonna play or what?
Is this one any good, or am I just gonna stay home? How's it going? It's Hesh from No Frills.
Hello, my lead.
And this is Refund Window, where I play a game for the 2-hour Steam refund window time limit. See if it's any good. If it is, I'll keep it. If it's not, back it goes. I first played a South Park game many moons ago on the Nintendo 64, and all I can really remember about it is running around shooting turkeys and that it was pretty crappy. Quite some time later, they put out Stick of Truth. That was a fun game. I'm glad they dropped it down to more of a 2D, 2.5D kind of thing. The entire game was great. It was like playing an episode. Awesome. Then we had The Fractured Butthole. Awesome. Again, a continuation. It was like playing an episode. Sweet. So we're back to 3D with Snow Day. All right, not a big deal. It's actually looking pretty good. The only wonkiness that I've seen so far with the graphics are Cartman's eyebrows. They're bugging the crap out of me for some reason. Do they bother anyone else? They just don't seem right. It does kind of have a bit of a problem translating into 3D. It just something looks off. I really can't pin it. Let me know in the comments if you know exactly what I'm talking about here, because it just seems a little off. It looks good, but it's not quite right. Visuals aside, I noticed right away that the character is, you guessed it, a little bit slow for my taste. You can't jump. Wait, you can, but it's one of those games where as it runs you through the tutorial, it'll unlock things that you can do. So even though you should be able to jump the entire time, you can't. It's just a minor annoyance, first world problems, blah blah. I get it, but they do the same thing with the sprint, so you're just kind of trudging around half the time. Kind of makes for a bad first impression. Thankfully in the combat you're quite a bit more mobile, but it's really clunky and just weird. The overall premise is pretty much the same. It looks like they're really just trying to work out how to do a real-time battle mechanic as opposed to the turn-based of the other 2 games, and I have to say that it is stupid clunky. Holy crap, did you even test this thing? That kind of clunky, like, wow. It's all over the place. One of the biggest draws for games that are based on alternate realities, for me at least, is giving me the ability to explore that little world, explore the city a little bit. There's gotta be nooks and crannies and secrets and things to find and just cool things. This doesn't seem to really have any of that so far. I've tried to kind of explore a little bit. You can get on a couple roofs and do things like that, but yeah, it's kind of got you boxed in a little bit. It's kind of disappointing, to be honest with you. Now, I'm not one to just come out and slam games, and I know that it probably seems like that's what I'm doing here. I did have fun. Yes, the game is fun. The cards are neat. I like the fact that you can call the bullshit cards out. It's got its little quirks. It just, something doesn't feel right about this one. So, what do I really think? Now, I've had my eye on South Park Snow Day for quite some time. I'm a fan of the show, I'm a fan of the other games, so I figured, hey, I'm gonna give this one a shot for sure. It's South Park. Cool, and they're back to 3D. All right, cool. Little card system, co-op. I don't really play too many games online anymore, but that's a neat feature to have. The game has a hell of a lot of potential, that's for sure, but it's not done. I can't call this a finished game. There's a lot of little things going on here that just either slipped by because no one was paying attention, or maybe they didn't know how to fix some of the issues that the game has. It's just really clunky, and beyond that, it doesn't feel like South Park to me at all. It's like they just slapped a South Park skin on something. It just doesn't. Something is missing. I'm not quite sure what it is. Maybe you guys do. Let me know exactly what it is, but this just doesn't seem like South Park to me, and $30? No way. No. I never thought I would come across a game that I would refund. but this is not worth $30 to me at all. I'm sure it is to quite a few people out there, dozens maybe, but it's just not worth 30 bucks to me. I would throw $20 at it. Once they make it a little bit less clunky, bring back the humor. It's just dead. It's not South Park. It doesn't feel right. And yeah, for that, I'm gonna have to bin it. I don't know what else to say. It's crazy. I really didn't think I'd ever say that. But I can't recommend this game to anyone in this state. Give it a couple months, let it get patched, pick it up on sale. I wouldn't pay 30 bucks for it. That's about all I have. Usually I say check it out or play it or something, but I can't do that. So watch some videos on it if you are really curious, and if you got the 30 bucks to spend and you don't care if it's a short, halfly baked game, then cool, go ahead. I mean, I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money, but I wouldn't. Not in the current state and not at the current price, that's for sure. I got a little fired up there. My apologies. I don't script these things. I just turn the mic on and just go. I was really disappointed with this one, and I guess that's coming out here in the review, if that's what you want to call this. It's more of a rant, I suppose, at this point. But hey, at the end of the day, I love games. We love games because games are awesome, and so are you. Keep playing. How's it going, it's Hash. If you liked what you saw even a tiny bit, do me a favor, shoot me a like and a sub, and if you're feeling awfully generous, give me a share, man. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks.